Happy to have you here in the locker room with me today, everybody. I'm Alan Locher. The incredibly talented Valarie Pettiford made her highly anticipated return to daytime TV yesterday on The Young and the Restless as Amy Lewis, a character who we haven't seen in Genoa City since 1990. What brings her back to town still remains a mystery. Valarie, who is known for her standout role as Sheila Price on One Life to Live and Dr. Courtney Walker on Another World, is no stranger to daytime television. Beyond daytime, Valarie is a powerhouse with roles in The Family Business, The Equalizer, as well as the upcoming holiday film Too Many Christmases. With a resume that includes hit shows like The Mandalorian, The Blacklist, and Half and Half, for which she earned 3 NAACP Image Award nominations for her role as Dee Dee Thorne. She continues to make waves on screen. She is a Tony nominee for her fabulous performance in Fosse. She is an accomplished director, producer, and educator working internationally on stage and in film through her Sacred Flight productions. Please help me welcome for the first time to the locker room, Valarie Pettiford. Valarie!
Hello, hello!
Thank you so much for being here. I stumbled because I realized, were you a detective or a doctor on Another World?
I was a detective.
And I thought so, but I wrote doctor.
I could have been a doctor. But I was a detective that never solved a crime.
That's okay. I have a friend on Guiding Light who says he was a doctor and killed 49 people. So, daytime TV. Well,
you gotta love it. You gotta
love it. You made your debut as Amy Lewis, a character we haven't seen for 3 decades. Yep. Tell us, how did the role come about?
I got a call from my people, my manager and my agents, and saying, Val, they would love for you to do this role. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Haven't done the soap in a while. And I was like, what an honor to join this incredible legacy, this incredible cast. Come on, how many years? And so it was that simple, and it's usually not that simple. So I was grateful. I was absolutely grateful when I got the call and the offer.
Was there something that I don't know that you can say, but something that teased you about who Amy was that, enticed you to this?
Nope. Nope. They said, great role. I'm good to go. And then when I did a little research, the original beautiful human, Stephanie E. Williams, who originated the role, loved her. And then her 2 love interests was one of my love interests on One Life to Live.
Nathan Purdie.
Mm-hmm. And then Bill Morris and we played husband and wife on Blackish. And so I was like, oh my God. And then, I hope I can tell you this now. And then when I left One Life to Live, Stephanie took my place.
I mean, that really is.
What are the odds?
Right. In this crazy business, what are the odds? It's really bizarre. Yeah. Your first day on set in Genoa City, I read in Soap Digest that my pal Matt Kane helped guide you through the day.
I cannot tell you how much I love that man. So many reasons. It was, I've been in the business for a very long time. I've worked with the best of the best all over. So blessed, so grateful. And now coming back, I was nervous. I'm always a little nervous, when
I start. Are you in anything that you take on?
Yep. What I've done over the years has been able to manage those nerves so it doesn't take over and cut off the work. I use it. And now when I don't have the butterflies, I get a little nervous. But still, coming back to this with so much dialogue, Matt made me feel so comfortable. He took care of me. He showed me the dressing room. He walked me to the stage. He introduced me. He talked me through it. He got me water. I just recently just told him how wonderful he is. And
It's helpful when you're in a new environment, a big building, new people. Yeah,
you don't get that on sets. I've come, guest starred on many a sets, and it's like you don't get a mat you through and guide you through. No, you're on your own. It's like, where am I going? Who am I? So I was very lucky.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
Well, your first day you worked with Sean Dominic. Tell us what that was like.
Oh my God. Okay. So once again, nervous as, oh, look how cute we are. Nervous as all heck. Am I going to remember my lines? Because guys, you don't realize how hard this work is. People don't, you think soaps? No. There's so much dialogue and it's quick, it's fast and furious. And so thank God my muscle memory came back. But it's also great when you're working with someone so delicious, who's not only a nice human being outside, but inside. And so I had this incredible actor, and literally all I had to do was look into his eyes, and it was like, I'm good.
I was just going to say, looking into those eyes doesn't sound like a bad...
Not too shabby.
Not a bad gig, right? Yeah, not a bad gig.
Not a bad gig.
You talk about all the dialogue. Does the pace today feel a little different from the previous times you were in daytime?
Nope. Same panic. Oh my God, especially when you have I was very lucky. See, this is how good this Y&R took care of me. I filmed a scene a week instead of, and you see with the veterans and all the other cast members, they'll do, they're in every show. But when I did my first couple of episodes, it was only shooting one a week. So I had time to get it together, learn my lines. But this time I did two in 1 week, and I'm like, oh my God, when am I going to have, but it's great. It's great because also it's well written. It's so beautifully written. So I don't have to think. It just comes out because they wrote it so well.
I love that.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. Well, yeah, because it's as if it's in your head already, right?
Yep.
Like the good writing.
Yep.
Absolutely. And good writing when you're, creating a character or replacing a character's gotta make it even that much easier for you as well, because it's
absolutely.
And it also helps, I think, us as a viewer fall in love and grow to like you when the writing is spot on.
Right. And it just makes for good storytelling. I mean, really, you can't do much without great writing. It really is difficult. And so when you have it, it's such a joy as the actor to just trust and then you can just play because you don't have to work so hard or navigate. It's just, it's written on the page.
Were you yourself a soap fan before your time in daytime?
Good God, yes.
Which ones?
Oh my God. First of all, it comes from the family. My mom, my grandmother, my aunts, my sister, all huge fans. I was a fan of the other network. All My Children, General Hospital,
yeah,
One Life to Live, Guiding Light. Oh, I miss some Guiding Light.
I worked on Guiding Light.
Loving. So though, yeah. So I grew up watching.
Well, I grew up watching Guiding Light and As the World Turns, and then I did PR for Guiding Light and As the World Turns.
Did you?
Yes.
How extraordinary is that?
It was amazing. I mean, because like you, it was my show, so it was
right.
Yeah.
So and let me not lie when I say this, but I did my very first Broadway musical I did, which closed literally the day after it opened, was starring Helen Gallagher.
Oh wow! From Ryan.
Right. So that fandom that I had for her show. Oh my God. And then to actually work with her on the Broadway. Oh, it was amazing.
Oh my God. And I didn't really watch Ryan's Hope, but
yeah,
listening to everybody revere that woman has been, and I did interview her last year for her 97th birthday.
Did you really?
Yeah. I mean, you know, it was a little difficult because she's 97.
Yeah, we should all be so lucky.
We should all be so lucky, but revered that woman is. I love that you were a fan. So take me back. I know you started out as a dancer, and we'll come back to that, but take us back to Bay City. Do you remember your audition or screen test for Courtney at all?
Not at all. I don't remember nothing. I don't remember. Probably because I was a bunch of nerves, you know, making that transition from a dancer, singer, you know, featured performer to now doing daytime, you know, that I revered and loved with all my heroes, and then just acting, spoken word. So I don't remember. I wish I could, but I don't remember my audition. Nope.
Well, I mean, but
our first day, because as I said, it was just nerves probably just took over.
Yeah, I would say, and being a fan of the genre, you must have had just nerves knowing from what you viewed yourself on screen.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, I'm a fan. Like the fans, I'm also a fan. So when I love you, oh my God. And I cry when I meet people that I love. I like go over the moon. People probably think, oh my God, she's too much. But they mean a lot to me. They, you know, were there at a time where whatever happened, or this just and because it's my profession too, and I enjoy what I do, and I, you know, take it seriously at times, to see their work and go, oh my God, I want to do that. I want to be as great as you. Oh, so yeah, I'm a huge fan.
But then to come into Bay City and work with Victoria Wyndham and Steven Schnetzer.
Biggest crush on Steve. Still do. Oh my God. And I work with him a lot. My character worked with him a lot. It was literally master class. Just sit back, watch, take it in. And I think because of my dance training, it just helped. This just just helped the process for me. But yeah,
isn't it a gift, you know, to you know, you get the role, you want to work, and then you work with these incredible talents that you could just sit back, even when you're not working, and watch and learn, because watching people do daytime is astounding to me.
As I said, when especially what I do remember, I might not remember specifics, but I do remember looking at the scripts and seeing all this dialogue they had, knowing that the day before and the day after they have a whole new set of dialogue, and they would walk on that set. Sometimes it looked like they just got the script and just perform magic. It was something to behold. And as I said, people might think, oh my gosh, she's going overboard. But you guys, you just don't understand until you're there, when you see it and knowing what they have to deal with. And it's not enough time. It's not like you sit like in theater and have weeks of rehearsal and you get to know, blah, 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 blah. No, it's quick. And to be able to deliver great work in that amount of time with that amount of dialogue, that's what's so awe-inspiring.
I mean, you probably can't even put into words what you learned that's helping you today in Genoa City on Young and the Restless. But
well, yeah, what it is to get it. It makes me go deeper, faster. it makes me focus even more so, because you don't have weeks of rehearsal and time to discover and figure out stuff. Blah, blah, blah. You got to hit it in 2 seconds, and there's something so awesome about that, because time is of the essence. You don't have the time, but you got to mean it. And it's got to be real, and it's got to be honest, and it's got to be what the intent of the writer and the storyline is. And so what I know for a fact is, from the first time I did the soaps until everything I've done, I prefer to do 1 or 2, hopefully 3 takes at the most, because I'm ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm ready. Because that's what one of the great things the soaps prepared me for is, to get it kick ass in 2 or 3 takes, or at least try.
Yeah, absolutely. And you worked with Anne Heche.
Oh, yeah. I didn't do much scenes with her, but good God, did I watch her? Delicious, delicious, delicious. I can't believe she's not here anymore. That is like devastating. But I'm so
too young,
way too young. But I'm so grateful that I got a chance to, be in her circle for a little bit, and thank God she'll live on, film.
Absolutely. And Jamie Pickens Jr.
Yes, the mainstay of Grey's Anatomy. You know what I mean? Who knew? Yeah. It was amazing. It was amazing.
And shortly after your time there, you moved over to play Sheila. Again, Another World was Victoria and Stephen, and then One Life to Live, Erica Slezak and Phil Carey.
You see, I'm bowing.
Well, that must have been, if you were nervous for Another World, growing up watching One Life to Live.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God. It was like, and my scenes, my reason I was there is because of her, because of Erica. So that's why I can't remember specifics, because it was just a bunch of nerves. It's just a blur. But what I can tell you is, once again, masterclass. I just sat back and watched and learned and stole everything I possibly could from these delicious people. I mean, Phil Carey, he's a film star. He's a major film star. And so the ambiance and the vibrato that he would bring on set, all of them. And they were incredible people. See, people don't understand. These were incredibly wonderful human beings, and they welcomed me in, and it makes a difference, because that's sometimes it's not all the case. I mean, that's human nature. I mean, I wish everyone was wonderful and loving like that, but unfortunately it's not. So when you get it, you hold on to it, and that's what I did for One Life to Live as well.
What I love about doing this show is how many actors I've interviewed who have been a fan of the show that they like me, but I wasn't acting with them. Right. But you grow up watching them, and then you're standing there opposite on that stage. It's got to be such a rewarding and exciting feeling.
You get died and gone to heaven. I mean, I've been lucky, because not only have I had that on television and in film, I've had it in theater too. Wow. Where I've worked with the people, my heroes, people that you know what I mean? How did I get so lucky?
Were your mom and your aunts, who you were mentioning, still alive when you did One Life to Live? And
thank God. That's why I have every single episode that I ever did. My mom, VHS, oh my God. And I still have them. And I thank my mom and dad for that.
Wow. The fans would pay you lots of money for those. They would pay you lots of money for those.
Yeah.
Did Paul Rausch hire you?
Yes. Yes. Oh my God. What am I thought about Paul? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Blast from the Past. That name. Yeah.
Yeah, he was at Guiding Light when I was there. He was the EP then.
Yeah, they were wonderful. They were, as I said, I learned from everybody. So not only actors, but the crew. We used to laugh so much. Oh, you also in Another World. I mean, and in any of the soaps, you see the people that have come through. You know, and I just thought of Elaine Stritch, who was in one, played a role in
Another World.
And no, but also I thought it was.
Oh, maybe it was One Life.
Yeah, it was One Life to Live, because I had scenes with her. I'm like the great Elaine Stritch, and there's so many. There's so many.
Some of the fans, Marnie said, when Valarie and Thelma sang the duet "Enough Is Enough," it was one of the funniest scenes ever.
Thank you so much. Oh, I miss that woman so much. Once again, lucky as all hell. We laughed for 4 years straight.
That's incredible. Benjamin says, welcome to the role of Amy. You hit the ground running yesterday.
Means everything. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't take it lightly.
And Jakaria says, I've loved her since she was on Half and Half. Speaking of One Life, did you leave to go out to California, and that's when Stephanie replaced you, or
No, I left to do Showboat, the national tour of Showboat. With Hal Prince, the great Hal Prince.
Now, knowing you come from dancing and singing and theater, was that an easy decision?
Yes. Yep. Also, and it was just, perfect timing that Showboat was on the Broadway. Lynette McKee originated that incarnation with Elaine Stritch. And she
6 degrees of separation, no?
Right? And Lynette McKee was one of my heroes. And to replace her, not really replace her, because I didn't replace her on the Broadway. I did the first national tour. And what I loved about, once again, making this choice at this time was it was a role in musical theater that wasn't a dancer role. It was an actor-singer role to play the role of Julie. So that's why. And I also want to work with Hal Prince as well. Again,
I love that.
Again.
Mel says she loves you.
I love you back.
Well, let's take a friend of mine sent me this clip of you at the funeral on One Life to Live.
Oh my God.
This one's for you, Megan. Calling out around the world. Are you ready for a brand new beat? Summer's here and the time is right for dancing in the street, dancing in Chicago, down in New Orleans. I don't forget Motor City, 'cause all we need is music, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere. There'll be records playing.
Oh, the tears are gonna come.
Oh my God. No.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, I got tears in my eyes.
I got tears. I got the hairs on my arms. Wow.
And
Do you
it's not so
remember?
much. it was not so much. It's I think the tears is all the feels for so many reasons. For the opportunity I've been given, the people that I work with, the reaction, the real reaction of the cast when I sang that song. They were like, "Oh my God." And you know what I mean? Because don't quote me, but I don't think they knew I was actually going to sing that, or they just it just is jarring. You know what I mean? And it was the perfect reaction. Uh, uh, and and just a time in my life when I was young and fresh.
The show, I assume,
knees been hurt, and
I assume the show picked that song. Was it?
Oh yeah.
Did it? I wonder if it had meaning at the time for something.
You know what? I don't know, but yeah. Wow. They did it on purpose. So yeah, what a time that was! What a time!
And to do it in front of everybody, because everybody was at Megan's funeral.
Oh my God! And then that Jessica Tuck. I love Jessica. I loved all of them. Tanya Walker. I mean, just all of them. Jessica Tuck is so delicious. She's still, I just truly one of the best actresses out there. I absolutely adored that woman. So it was heartbreaking, when the character passed, because it was, so.
Yeah. I mean, Jake and Megan were a beloved couple.
I know. So
who was your favorite couple of what you watched on ABC? Do you remember?
Oh my God, please forgive me. I'm a woman of a certain age, so please forgive my memory. But Debbie Morgan's character,
Angie, and yes, Angie Harmon. Angie, I can't think of her last name, but yes, Darnell Williams and Debbie Morgan.
And Debbie Morgan, yes. Oh my God. Then I loved Luke and Laura. Come on, right? Luke and Laura. Oh my God, what is his name? Oh, David Canary and whoever he was with, and on General Hospital. Oh my God, so many, but yeah.
Yeah. And talk about a talent, that David Canary, man. Whew.
Come on. How delicious was he? So
such a good actor. Yeah. We talked about this backstage, but since Jonathan, who told me about it, is watching, tell us about the Stingers on the Upper West Side.
So yet again, I was lucky enough to be hired by Skip Brevis, musical director, piano player. I don't know. I can't remember exactly how I got involved, really, but he had this group called the Stingers, and people came in and out of the group, whoever was available at the time. So it was usually like 5 singers. And one of the singers, the great Ty Stevens, we did the show, Broadway show, Sophisticated Ladies, together. And he was in it before me. And so, I can't remember if I auditioned or not. But anyway, I was asked to join the group. Time of my life. Best singers out there. Oh, my God. And so what happened was we would play this great club called Wilson's and do covers.
Was Wilson's on Columbus Avenue?
Yes. Yes, it was.
I remember.
Beautiful place. Oh my God. And like right, near in the kind of dining room area, they was set up, to have us sing all kinds of stuff. That group was so popular. As I said, people came in and out. There's a woman that I saw before I joined the group by the name of Allison Williams. Extraordinary. So anyway, over the years, I stuck with it, and then we started playing weddings and openings of things. I think we did some event at the Guggenheim, showings, closing, malls, all kind of things. and time of our lives. And so by the time we were really solid, when I was there, it was myself, Ty Stevens, George Morton, and Purita Kitson, and Stanley Hopkins too. But the first four I named were the group, and we actually ended up being loved by the great Desmond Child, and actually had a recording contract. Unfortunately, it fell through, but it was incredible.
Jonathan said you always raised the roof.
Well, it was great because we were a cover band. So we got to sing all the soul music and rock and roll. Actually, I sang most of the rock and roll. Yes! But yeah, so we got a chance to sing all that. And then to perform at weddings. I love performing at weddings. It was so cool. So those are my stinger days.
I love it. Do you have a favorite song that you always loved to sing? Like one that just stands out?
As a solo, I think the one that comes to mind, that I didn't always sing not in the beginning, but towards the end, was the song that Desmond Child wrote. Not for me, but he wrote the song called Tears in the Rain. I love singing Tears in the Rain, and the original song.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome, having him write.
Oh my God, singing original music and stuff. But we would love to, I would love to back up. I love background singing because I love the harmonies and stuff. And to back up these incredible singers like Purita and Ty and George, doing Proud Mary, or, something from Jackie Wilson or whatever. And it was all improv. We didn't rehearse. Maybe we started rehearsing with the new stuff, but other than that, it was like, okay, go. And we would just fall into place. That was the beauty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Trey said you did sexual healing in jumping the broom, and it was hilarious.
Yet again, I know y'all think I'm a broken record, but yet again, time of my life. First of all, the cast: Angela Bassett, Laz Alonso, Paula Patton. Yeah. And to get out there and do that number, Loretta Devine, and to do that number in front of that cast. Time of my life.
I love that. Take me back to your hometown, New York City.
Yay!
You attended the High School of the Performing Arts, but where did your love? Oh, Fame. Is that what you're?
Yeah, that's the school.
Go ahead. Sing it, sister. Where did your love of the arts begin?
I know for a fact it comes from my family, because my family love my mom and dad, and my incredible sister. We love music. Music was always playing in our house, and it was all types of music, from jazz to classical to country western to blues and rock and stuff. And so was my grandparents and my aunts and uncles, who lived in what? Jersey. So that's where we would go for the summer, was to visit them. And so they love music. And they introduced us to Afro-Cuban and African dance and all kinds of different cultures. And it was just amazing. And so that I know was always in me. My parents would say at the age of 2, they knew I was going to be a dancer, because I used to do a mean twist. Because that's when the twist came out. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. And then, so now baby jumped to about 5 years old. I remember watching the movie musicals. Sid Charisse, Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly, Vera Ellen. I was done for. It was like, oh my God, I knew I wanted to dance. But also, I started off really wanting to be a ballerina, and that was because of the great Margaret Fontaine. And I know I saw her on television. I didn't see her live, but I saw her on television. So we love the television because it opened that door for me to see that. So when I finally went to, and then I went to incredible dances school, Bernice Johnson in Queens, New York, Theater of the Performing Arts. And we did all styles of dance, from ballet, classical ballet, jazz, tap, Afro-Cuban, all kinds of stuff. I got my foundation from them. I learned about what to do, what not to do, how to be, I love them so much. I'm so grateful for Bernice Johnson because it taught me about the business and how to be, and work ethic. And then I went to Performing Arts High School as a ballet major. And then I changed from a ballet major to a modern major because I saw my first Broadway show, which was The Wiz. And I'm like, oh. And then
I was going to ask if you remembered what your first Broadway was. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. It was kind of like I keep thinking, I know it was The Wiz, but I also remember the all-black version of Guys and Dolls. I think it was around the same time. So I'm fudging a little bit, but either one of those was my first one. And I was like, ooh, I think I really want to do that. And so that pointed me in the direction of wanting to do more Broadway and theater dance instead of modern dance, like going to an Alvin Ailey company or whatever, even though I studied all that stuff.
But if The Wiz is one or two of your first, it was The Wiz movie that had you leave the Performing Arts School.
I left in my junior year. I don't recommend that to everybody, but I'm glad I did.
You got a part in this show that you adored.
Say it again, dear.
You got a job in The Wiz.
I know. What are the odds? Once again. And working with some of the best dancers of the day. Masterclass. I couldn't sit and watch because I was in the number with them. But I, once again, learned, stole, savored, sponged up all these incredible people. It was...
I mean, who's in The Wiz, the movie?
My gosh, we have Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Diana
Ross, Lena Horne, Ted Ross, Nipsey Russell. I don't want to say the wrong name. For
pinching yourself. Pinching yourself.
Pinching. So you're on that level as far as the actors are concerned, but the dancers that people names they don't know were the best dancers ever. So to be amongst that, and I have to give a shout out. I don't know if he ever listens to this. His name is Steve Simeon. Steve Simeon, brilliant dancer. He was part of the skeleton crew. And for anybody who doesn't know what a skeleton crew is at Dance World, the choreographer will pick his dancers to help create the number for the production. And so I think Steve was part of that group, but for some reason he didn't have a partner. And he took a liking to me and I became his partner. So I got to be, I think, in more things than I probably was hired for. And that's because of Steve Simeon. I love you, Steve, till this day.
I mean, that's incredible.
I know. Yeah, it was life-changing. Life-changing. I mean, Michael Jackson. I was dancing next to Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I mean, as a kid, you were.
I was
high school.
Yeah, I left high school. So I was 16 going on 17.
Did your parents have any issue with you leaving?
Not one. They knew that this is what I was going to do. They trusted me. But what my dad said, Papa Ralph, I miss you so much, Dad. What he said to me, he said, well, you know what you're going to do? You're going to take that money you got and you're going to go graduate from professional children's school. And that's what I did.
Wow. I love that.
I know. And professional children's school is a school where professionals, whether it's dancers, athletes, or whatever at that, high school age, go to school and still be able to work and train. But you got to pay for
it. Smart dad, smart Ralph.
Yeah. Ralph, miss you, Daddy. Love you.
That's really, they really, and that it's so incredible to have that support.
Oh, they supported my sister and I like nobody's business. I'm telling you guys, it's like, you think I'm making this stuff up? You don't understand. My parents, oh, they're so delicious. And my sister, oh my God. Do you have time? It take weeks to sing and tell you how incredible. I don't want to get emotional, how incredible my sister is, because I truly would not be who I am without her. She pushed me and loved me. And my sister is crazy talented. She can sing, she can dance, she can act, but she chose to do modeling. And the only reason why she wasn't a high fashion model is because of her height. But she was on every billboard back in the day, commercials. She's hosted, and now she's a brilliant teacher, brilliant coach in the business of show. And I love that woman more than life. I tell you, that's my hero. That's my hero. So that support. I mean, my parents traveled wherever we went. Whatever gig it was, they were right there. And they had to work hard for it. I mean, this stuff is expensive, like costumes as a kid and all that kind of stuff. My dad worked his keisters off.
Who are some of your mentors?
Okay. So in the beginning, at Bernice Johnson Dancing School, Carolyn DeVore, Audrey Lawrence, Shirley Black Brown, they were my mentors. Not that much older than me, but oh my God, they took me under their wing, I say. And then George Faison, the great George Faison choreographer, Michael Peters, Fosse, Bob Fosse. That's my guy.
Did you meet Bob Fosse?
I worked with him 3 times.
Wow. Because I know you love that style of, what was it about Fosse that you loved?
I don't know. For me, it just fit. As I said, starting off the way I started, and thank you to Bernice Johnson, because we had incredible teachers from all over the world come and teach us numbers. Like we had Winston DeWitt from the original Chorus Line come and teach us a chorus line, or somebody famous from ALE come teach us original choreography. So we had that coming in. Baby, refresh me on the question again. I just got lost.
About Fosse.
So basically having this plethora of all this great dances. But when I saw, I want to say the first thing I saw about Fosse was him dancing with Carol Haney in Kiss Me, Kate. And first of all, it was like, oh, that, movie musicals. And it was like, oh my God, they're wonderful. And then realizing he choreographed it. And then I saw Sweet Charity. I was done. I was like, oh my God, I have to work with, I don't know why. I mean, I couldn't tell you. I just knew I had this visceral reaction to his work. And the first audition I did for Bob Fosse was for the movie All That Jazz. And so now we're talking about this, from the Wiz movie to when I actually work with him is all around the same years. So 16, 17, like 17 years old, 18 years old. And so I got down to the very last group. And I just remember us being in the studio and all lined up, and this is who she's going to make his choice from. And I looked down the line, And I saw this incredible human being by the name of Rima Vetta. Extraordinary. I said, she gonna get this gig. And she did get it. I did not get it, but I was like, I'm gonna work with him. I'm gonna learn, grow, get better. And the next gig I did audition for, which was the national tour of dancing, I did get.
Wow. And then to do Fosse.
Oh, then then I work
Right.
with, I you see, even before Fosse, I did the last new show of his the year before he died. It was a show called Big Deal. We did it in 1985, 86. And it was based on the movie Big Deal on Madonna Street. Cast extraordinary. And what I loved about that was not only was I in the show, but I was his dance captain. I was now that skeleton crew. I helped him create with other incredible dancers, create the numbers for the show or realize the numbers for the show. He did it on us. I had a great show myself. I helped give auditions. Now I'm the dancer demonstrating. Literally. And I was also asked to be part of the backers audition. So when he got the numbers together to show the producers if they're going to put money into it, I was part of that. So I died and gone to heaven.
Oh my God, that is literally what was going to come out of my mouth. What do you think you learned from being in his presence for all of that time?
Simple is best. Simple is best. Simple is best. And take that however, you know what I mean? You don't have to do that much to get the result. And you tailor it to whatever situation you're in. But that's something I will always remember, is simple is best. As you see, audience, I'm very physical. And sometimes I got to bring it down. And that was the key for me. Simple is best. Wow.
But it must have meant a lot to do Fosse many years later and then be nominated for that show.
It was a thank you. It was a thank you to Bob. It was a thank you to Bob. It was an absolute thank you to Bob. Right? What can I say? It was just so grateful, so blessed. Don't make me cry on the Zoom again.
No crying. But somebody sent me a clip today. 22 years ago, you did All That Jazz for Chita Rivera at the Kennedy Center.
Right. And so when we were talking about when you're a fan of the soaps and now you're working with them, what did I say? Fan of Sweet Charity. That's when I knew I wanted to work with Bob. Who is in it? Chita Rivera. See, you're gonna make me go there. Oh my God.
She's special.
Well, let me just preface this by saying Gwen Burton, Paula Kelly. There's so many stories. We don't have enough time. Paula Kelly, Shirley MacLaine. This is the Sweet Charity people. And then everybody else in the cast. I mean, Ben Vereen, all kinds of stuff. It's just too numerous. But, when I made that decision, way back that this Broadway was what I was going to do, I knew if I wanted to do the role of Anita, I needed to take acting lessons, right? And who are my heroes? Who were the triple threats? Gwen Burton, Chita Rivera, Paula Kelly, Shirley MacLaine. Of course, there's a few others. And so growing up, watching her, I wish I could have seen the original West Side Story, but that didn't happen. But, now we jump to me doing Chicago. So after Fosse, I get the nomination. They asked us, Val, do you want to do Chicago in London. I'm like, yeah, who am I doing it with? Chita Rivera. Are you kidding me right now?
You didn't have to ask. You didn't have to ask.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And then I'm doing the role she created. Oh, there's no pressure there. There's no pressure. There's no pressure. Well, all I can say now, like I said, I've seen her. She's, kind of heard of me. But, she's the great Chita Rivera. And so the first time we met was at a photo shoot. Not rehearsing, a photo shoot. I have a picture. I wish I had it. I have a picture of us laughing. That was our first day. It was love for the rest of the run. She was such an honor to be in the room with. She was so giving, loving. It was, once again, a masterclass. When I wasn't on that stage doing my stuff, I'd be in the wings like this, stealing everything I possibly could. And then she was such a girl. She was a girl. We would go out and shop and eat and drink and laugh. Literally, I had to kick Chita out of my home because it's like Chita is 4 o'clock in the morning and she's still laughing and enjoying life. That was Chita Rivera.
That's a gift to see somebody enjoy life that much, right?
And be so fierce and be so incredible. And, after we did Chicago, whatever show she was doing, I was always there. But then to ask to help her celebrate the Kennedy Center honors with the rest of those divas, oh my God, Donna Murphy and Charlotte Demoise and Brian Stokes. Come on. You see what a life?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Is there anything you can tell us about Too Many Christmases?
Oh my God.
It's coming out for this holiday season, right?
I know. Good God, I love a good Christmas movie.
Who doesn't?
I'm a huge fan. See, I am a Christmas freak. I still have my decorations up. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. And I will watch Christmas movies in July. Don't judge me. So anytime when somebody says, Val, come do a Christmas movie, I'm like, yay! I'm not going to say too much. All I'm going to say is, once again, delicious cast. Oh my God. There's some singing. There's lots of laughter. Lots of joy. Madcap humor and physical stuff. The entire cast, just delicious. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. So please watch it. I'm not going to tell you anymore because
okay. Well, since you're going on about your love of holiday movies, does Val have a favorite?
White Christmas. Bing Crosby, Rosemary Clooney, Danny Kaye, and of course, that's Vera Ellen. That is like it's not Christmas unless I watch that movie. It's not Christmas. I have to see that once, and then I have other favorites, but no, that is the number one. I have to see that.
And of course, it's a musical.
Vera Ellen. You don't get any better than that. Oh my God! And those costumes, Edith Head.
I've read that you describe your role on Half and Half as one of the best experiences.
Yeah.
How
well,
come?
You see, I've had a lot.
You've had a lot of good ones.
Oh my God!
You're not lacking.
I'm really not, and I'm not BSing, guys. It's just not false. It's just that sometimes you do receive what you ask for, And I asked for this. I asked for not only to do great work, but I asked to do it with great people. And I've been very lucky so far. Half and half, laughed for 4 years straight. And once again, here I am coming from daytime soaps, theater, just finished Chicago, all that kind of stuff. And now I'm entering the world of comedy for camera. The great thing about it was, filming in front of a live audience. So that reminded me of theater, but I'm silly, but I didn't know, I never really did comedy before. And if I did any type of on-camera stuff, it was drama. And so here I am once again walking into something like, oh my God, help me. And yet again, that cast, Essence Atkins, Thelma Hopkins, Rachel, Alex, Chico, Rachel True. It was a masterclass, and yeah. And once again, the soaps helped me get the dialogue down quick so I can rehearse, because it's all about timing and stuff like that. I mean, we did have a week to kind of pull it together and stuff, but that soap training came in handy.
I bet soap training has helped you every step of the way.
Every step of the way, whether it's on stage, live, or behind the camera. But once again, such a great group of people, and it starts from the top. Yvette Lee Bowser, our showrunner, was one of the most delicious human beings on the face of the earth. Ellen Gittleson, our director for most of the episodes, because we lasted 4 years. And then the cast that came through, the actors that came
the guest
through.
stars, yeah, of course.
Guest stars, yes.
Yeah.
The guest stars that came through, and because it was a comedy, you got to laugh, but the things that we got a chance to do and say, and it was, what a time that was for, sitcoms of that ilk and such. And so, yeah, just pure joy, love, laughter for 4 years straight.
It's good for your health to laugh that much.
No kidding. I love it. I love it. More laughter, more laughter.
I agree. Before I let you go, I was I was intrigued about your teaching in Amsterdam.
Yes.
My parents were born in Amsterdam.
Really?
I got engaged in Amsterdam. Yes.
Did you really? One of my favorite places.
How did you end up teaching there?
I originally went out to Amsterdam, and I still work with Lucia Marta's University for the Performing Arts. And so it's like their Juilliard. And I originally went out with Fosse, because I am part of the Fosse legacy, where I reconstruct his choreography through master classes. I'm one of those privileged people that can do that legally.
What lucky students.
Thank you. And I love it. I love teaching. I love it. And so I kind of made a transition from doing just his work in teaching now to doing kind of my own thing. And so I work with two incredible people. Marianne Lamb, who is a dancer I dance with in Fosse, who is a brilliant choreographer teacher now, and Marissa Paley, who is a beautiful dancer from the modern art ilk and younger than us. We formed this group, this trio that creates numbers for their students, like for their year-end concert. And so we do put the music together, the dances together. We always add vocals, because it's that kind of school. So they sing the songs in their own native tongue or in English. And so I found this whole new life. You couldn't pay me to say that I would be directing now. When people say, Val, you're going to direct, I'm like, no. But this, it kind of, because of them, because of Lucia and Rumiana and Rich over there in Amsterdam.
Well, and also because of, all of the people who helped get you to this place.
Get me to that point. Yep. Thank you. Yep.
Fosse, Michael Jackson, Diana Ross,
Michael Peters. Michael Peters, can't forget about Michael Peters and George Faison because it's so important.
All of these people. It's incredible. Val, such a pleasure. The fans are all saying they hope Amy's going to be okay and we're not going to see her,
kick the bucket
too soon. So the fans,
I hope so too.
The fans are very excited to see where this goes. And
also, there's something so exciting that's coming up. I can't tell you what it is, but you guys are gonna go dessert, as I say.
Oh, I love it.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Young and the Restless, CBS weekdays at 12:30. Valarie, enjoy your time there. Thank you for spending this time with us.
You are so delicious. I appreciate you so much. Beautiful questions, and you just made me feel so good. So thank you.
Back at you. Enjoy the run.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Thank you to Valarie Pettiford. Like I said, Young and the Restless, CBS weekdays, 12:30 Eastern. Join me tomorrow for Halloween at 7 p.m. Eastern to catch up with actress Ala Karat, known for her roles as Jenna Norris on Another World and Ali Doyle Martin on All My Children, to name a few. If you haven't yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, you can do so down below. Turn on the notifications for reminders of all upcoming shows. And if you'd like to stream audio versions, just search The Locker Room on your favorite podcast app. And as always, everybody, please stay safe. Have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.